And the punt's away. Fitzgerald's got a beat on it. Cleanly received at his 15. And he's swarmed by a couple of UMB Reds. Not much of a gain on that play. And Holland College will take over at their own 17-yard line. Actually made it to about the 22-yard line on that return. That's where the Hurricanes will take over. Hunter Pruce from the shotgun. Quick handoff to Dre Blair. And he's tackled quickly for a loss of about 1.5 yards on that play. 2nd and 11 for the Hurricanes. 9:21 left in the first quarter. Fitzgerald and Kyler Purcell out wide for the Hurricanes. Pruce drops back. Looks over the middle. There's a flag. Goes to the middle, and it's caught by Kyler Purcell, who's tackled quickly. But it looked like there might have been a hold on one of the Holland College linemen on that play. We'll see what the referees have to say. That play might get wiped away. And it is a holding call against the Hurricanes. That'll put them very close to their own end zone. Probably 2nd and 21 now. And they're at their 11-yard line. They got ways to go to make first down on this play. Okay, after a short delay there, a little discussion on the field. We're back underway. Pruce drops back. Over the middle and connects with Wolf Sim. And he's close, probably 1 yard short of the first down on that catch. A good tackle by the Reds. And he will be a couple yards short. 3rd and 2 for the Hurricanes, and they'll likely kick it away here. It's Sebastian Brown deep for the Reds to receive the kick. And another short kick from the Hurricanes punter. And fallen on by number 25, Daniel Lavick for the Reds, and they'll take over at the Holland College 54. 7:23 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Reds at the Holland College 52. Jonah Rawlines with a handoff to Hayward. Barrels ahead for a gain of 2 yards. Second and 9 now for the Reds. Rawlines drops back, dodges a tackle, and takes it for himself. And a good run there from the UNB quarterback, scrambling, makes a gain of about 8 yards on the play. He'll be very close to the first down. It was enough for a first down. So that's 1st and 10 UNB from the 41-yard line. And the handoff to the big running back Hayward. Up the middle, finds a hole into the second level of the Hurricanes defense, and a gain of about 11 on the play, maybe 12 yards. That'll be a first down. .5:22 left here in the first quarter. And it's Hayward again up the middle. And a quick tackle made by Jordan Colpitts, the linebacker. No gain on that play. Be 2nd and 10 for UNB. Matt LaFleur takes over for Hayward in the backfield. Rawlines from the shotgun. Oh, and he's sacked by 2 Holland College players. Number 93, Hudson Robertson, finishes it off for a big sack and a big play to stop the UNB drive. And that'll likely force a punt here from UNB, taking a conservative approach from the Holland College 40-yard line. Back deep for the Hurricanes is Brian Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald takes it cleanly from his own 3. Dodges a UNB red. And is brought down by Caleb McLaughlin of the Reds. It'll be 1st and 10 Holland College from their 15. Still no score here in Charlottetown. 3:44 remaining in the first quarter. Hunter Pruce from the shotgun here for the Hurricanes. 1st and 10 from their own 15. And a handoff to Ethan Gaudino. And he's tackled quickly. Looks like he might have lost a couple of yards on that play. Be 1st and 14 now for the Hurricanes. Good penetration there from the UNB defense. Second and 15 from the 10-yard line for the Hurricanes. Pruce drops back and the play is blown dead. Flag down. Might have been some movement up front. Looks like it might be a procedure penalty against UNB. Oh, correction, that's offside against Holland College. There'll be another 5-yard penalty, pinning them close to their end zone. 2nd and 18 now for the Hurricanes from their own 5-yard line. And the Hurricanes have to be careful not to give up a couple of points here. Bruce from the shotgun. He drops back. Waiting. Slings a pass. And a big hit. It's caught by number 3, Kyler Purcell. There's a flag down. And he gained about 5 yards, maybe 4 yards on that play. And depending on the penalty, 2nd, 14, 3rd down now for the Hurricanes. And it is a holding call against the Hurricanes, and that penalty is going to be declined, forcing the punt from Holland College. Matt LaFleur is deep for UNB to receive the kick. And Simon Hales is the kicker for Holland College. And he's going to concede a point. And that's the first points of today's game with 2:02 remaining in the first quarter. 2-0 for UNB. And UNB will take over now after the safety from their 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Reds. Cam Hayward, the big running back in the backfield. And Rawlines from the shotgun. Looks to his right. He's got a man open, but he overthrows his receiver. He was intended for Thomas Hoyt. 2nd and 10 Reds. Second and 10 for the Reds from their 35. Rawlines drops back. Looks to his left, and he's got a receiver open. That's Nick Parker with the reception. And tackle made by Josh Hartland. Gain of about 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 4 now for the Reds. And that'll likely mean a punt coming. With 1:13 remaining in the first quarter. The score, UNB Reds 2, Holland Hurricanes 0. Brian Fitzgerald is deep for the Hurricanes. And the punt's away. Caught at his 37, makes a couple of moves, and is taken down. The tackle, that's number 30, Ethan Ray for the Reds. And the Hurricanes will take over on their 46-yard line. Jonah Pruce. Or Hunter Pruce over center for the Hurricanes. And a handoff to number 6. That's Mitch Spence around the end. And a gain of about 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 9 now for the Hurricanes. Pruce from the shotgun. Over the middle, and he had his man. Fitzgerald had a hand on it, but he couldn't hold on. And that'll wrap up the first quarter here at UPEI Alumni Canada Games Place in McAdam Field with 1 quarter out of the way. Holland College 0, UNB 2. And it will be 3rd and 7 for Holland College to start the second quarter. Matt LaFleur and Jace Taylor are deep for UNB to receive the kick. And it's away. And a good end-over-end kick. Bobbled by LaFleur, and he jumps on it before the Holland College player gets there. Wolf Sim had a beat on him. No gain on the play. 1st and 10 for the UNB Reds at their own 18-yard line. Good opportunity here for the Hurricanes to pin the Reds deep. Maybe make good on that safety from the first quarter. And it'll be 1st and 10 for UNB from their 7-yard line. Handoff to Hayward to his right, barrels over the Hurricane linebacker. Connor Winrow makes the tackle. Gain of about 9 yards for Hayward on that play. 2nd and 1, UNB. Look for Hayward again on this play. Raw lines with the handoff to Hayward. Right side of the line. Pulls a couple of Hurricane defenders with him. And that's a good first down for the Reds. Tackle was made by Owen McLeod on the play. There's a Hurricane player down. 2-0 here for the Reds with 13:50 to go in the second quarter. Not a lot of offense shown by either team here. Number 93, Hudson Robertson, shaken up on the play, being helped off the field now. First and 10 for UNB from their 26. Fakes the handoff to LaFleur, play action. Pass intended for Jace Taylor is incomplete. Second and 10 UNB. Second and 10 now for the Reds from their 26. Rawlines can't get the ball away. He escapes a Hurricanes player and another, and is finally brought down at about the 34-yard line. Will be short of the first down. And with third down on the stick, that'll bring out the UNB punt unit. Brian Fitzgerald deep for the Hurricanes. Oh, and the UNB kicker just barely gets a kick away, almost to the line of scrimmage. That play is blown dead. The Hurricanes are going to have good field position here. First and 10 for them at the UNB 34-yard line. Tough break there for UNB. The kicker, that's number 19, Drew Duplessis. Ball got away from him. And he was lucky not to lose more yardage or give up the ball even deeper in his own territory to the Hurricanes there. Number 14 in there, Simon Hales for the Hurricanes, and his first pass of the day is intercepted by the Reds. Number 18, and a late flag on the Hurricanes there. I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Mitch Spence, who gave the UNB Red player a little extra shot there at the end of that play. Not a good look. Referees will decide on this one. And it is an unnecessary roughness penalty against the Hurricanes. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and vastly improves UNB's field position. So that'll be first and 10 for UNB from the 35-yard line. Rawlines drops back. Hayward from the backfield makes the catch. He's got lots of room and a big stiff arm. He's being drugged down. A great run there from Hayward, a pass and catch play, and a gain of about 60 yards for Hayward on that play brings it all the way down to the Hurricane 20-yard line. Great effort there from Hayward on the play. Looked like he might go all the way there, but was dragged down by a couple of Hurricanes players, including Parker Orr on that play. Orr really played the ball. Tried to rip the ball out of Hayward's hands, but didn't have much success. Did slow the running back down. It's first and 10. UNB, Rawlines with a handoff to LaFleur. Number 88 up the middle. And a good effort from him, maybe 5 yards on the play. Second and 6 for UNB. 10:39 left here in the first quarter. The score 2-0 for UNB, and they're looking to add to that here. Rawlines looks to his right. He's got a man, and the catch is made by number 5. That's Thomas Hoyt. And that'll be enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal for UNB. And there is a flag on that play. First and goal, UNB, from the Hurricane 2. Big set in for UNB. Look for the running back Hayward on this play. And it is a handoff to Hayward right up the middle. Untouched into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the UNB Reds. Cam Hayward. Hurricanes defense couldn't do much to stop Hayward on that play. Some good blocking up front, and he walked into the end zone. Drew Duplessis out now to try the extra point for the Reds. And that's right down the pipe. So with 10:03 left to play in the second quarter, the score is UNB 9, Holland College 0. Once again, I'd like to thank the Holland College Hurricanes game day sponsors, KeepItSocial.ca, the Dairy Farmers of Prince Edward Island, Press for Time and Abigood Screen Printing, Little Caesars, Lone Oak Brewing Company, Ladner's Source for Sports, Cox and Palmer, East Coast Cresting, PEI Mutual Insurance, Bulletproof, Matrix Fitness, and Hurricanes Physiotherapy. Parker Orr and Brian Fitzgerald are deep for the Hurricanes to receive this kickoff. Dre Blair is back there with them as well. And a short kick, almost an onside kick, bobbled by the Hurricanes, and it's recovered by the Reds. They didn't give an onside kick look on that play, but they made an onside kick on that play, caught the Hurricanes off guard. The kick was bobbled, and UNB recovers at the Hurricane 45-yard line or 47-yard line. Definitely caught the Hurricanes off guard with that short kick, and it was well executed and bobbled by the Hurricanes. Well executed by the Reds and bobbled by the Hurricanes. Rawlines from the shotgun. Escapes a tackler, runs to his right, and is brought down for a loss of 8 yards on the play. Great play there from number 35, Dawson McDonald of the Hurricanes. That'll bring up 2nd and 16 for the Reds from the Hurricane 53. Good defensive play there by the Hurricanes. Flags are down on that play. And that was an offside penalty on the Reds, taking them farther from that first down marker. Be second down and about 21 yards here. Hayward in the backfield for UNB. Rawlines. Oh, another great play there from the Hurricanes defense. That's number 33, Braden Charette on the play. A big sack and a big loss, and that'll force a UNB kick. Rawlines looked like he got caught up with his running back Hayward a bit on that play, but he didn't really have anywhere to go. And a good play from the Hurricanes defense. 8:29 left now in the second quarter here in Charlottetown on what's turning out to be a very nice afternoon. Brian Fitzgerald is deep for the Hurricanes to receive this kick. Low snap there from the Reds, but the kicker is able to get it away, and Fitzgerald takes it. And doesn't get much of a gain, taken down by the Reds at about the Hurricane 44-yard line, and they'll have first down there. There is a flag on the play. Block in the back. The penalty is against UNB. So those are offsetting penalties. And the Hurricanes take over. First and 10 at their 50-yard line. Simon Hales in the backfield. Fakes a handoff. Rolls to his left. Goes deep. Oh, an amazing catch. Bobbled catch made there by Mitch Spence. He had the UNB defender all over him. Touched the ball 3 times before he brought it down. And a big 45, 50-yard catch there for the Hurricanes, and it puts them in scoring position. Just a circus catch there by Mitch Spence. Pulled the ball in, and it's first and 10. First and goal from the UNB 10-yard line. Quick pass is incomplete. Not quite sure the intended target, but the Reds almost picked off Hales on that play. And there's a flag. Still trying to determine what the penalty is here. Looks like a chop block penalty against Holland College. Second and 9 now for the Hurricanes from the UNB 9-yard line. Dre Blair is the running back for Holland College. Hales from the shotgun. Looks to his right. Looking for Brian Fitzgerald. And just over his head, Fitzgerald couldn't come up with it. That'll be third down for the Hurricanes. And it's the quarterback, Hales, setting up here for the field goal. Looks like it'll be about a 16-yard field goal here for the Hurricanes. It's up, and it's good. With 6:58 remaining in the first half, the score, UNB 9, Holland College 3. So after that amazing catch, really, by Mitch Spence, and the 50-yard gain, the Hurricanes come up with a field goal. And it's 1st and 10 for UNB from their 35, and they go to the running back Hayward again. Runs to his right for a gain of about 3 yards, and he's tackled by Braden Charette. 2nd and 6 for the Reds. Jonah Rawlines from the shotgun. Hayward in the backfield. Rawlines looks to his right, and the pass is a bit off target, intended for Thomas Hoyt. That'll bring up 3rd down, and it'll bring up the punt unit for UNB. And Brian Fitzgerald back once again for the Hurricanes to receive the kick. Drew Duplessis to boot it away for the Reds. Oh, and the punt nearly blocked by Connor Withrow. And a flag on the play there. Fitzgerald didn't have too much room to run. We'll see the flag, but it'll be a first down here for the Hurricanes. .5:52 left in the first half. Penalty is against the Hurricanes, and that will put them back to their 40-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. Ethan Gaudino in the backfield for the Hurricanes. Hales with the handoff. There goes Gaudino. Escapes some pressure from the Reds and is brought down for a loss. Zane Kennedy makes a tackle for UNB. That'll be 2nd and 14 for Holland College. There is a flag on the play. And the penalty is against UNB. That is a 10-yard penalty against UNB. 1st and 10 for Holland College from their 50-yard line. Simon Hales from the shotgun. Back there with him is the running back Ethan Gaudino. Hales with a quick pass caught by Wolf Sim on the right side. He carries it and is knocked out of bounds by UNB's Jordan Colpitts. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Hurricanes. 4:44 left here in the first half. Hales from the shotgun. The handoff to Gaudino. He's got some room to run on the left side. Being pursued by the UND defense, and he's pushed out of bounds very close to a first down there. Play made by number 32, Cole Schneider, and that will be a first down for Holland College. 1st and 10 from the UNB 49. Good run there by Gaudino after his first run got stuffed by the Reds. Hales from the shotgun. Rolls to his left. Escapes a UNB player. Makes a pass and it's tipped away. Pass was intended for Wolf Sim. Pass was intended for Kyler Purcell. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 Holland College from the 50. And a good effort there by Hales to escape the UNB pressure.
What about the post drill with the wheel and the bubble? We can't cover all that. They gotta pick 2 of them, right? I think that's pretty solid. The backside's nice on that as well.
Hales over center. Drops back. Rolls out to his left. Looks deep, and the pass is blocked and knocked down by UNB's Ethan Ray, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Good coverage there from UNB, and Hales couldn't find an open man. And it looks like the Hurricanes might go for it here in UNB territory. Correction, they are not going for it. Matt LaFleur deep for UNB. And a good kick from Simon Hales. Takes an odd bounce and gets away from LaFleur back through the end zone. And that'll be a single point. And a good kick from the quarterback kicker, Simon Hales, on that play. Makes the score UNB 9, Holland College 4, with 2:52 left in the first half. A very good 45 or so yard kick there from Simon Hales. First and 10 UNB from the 35. Hayward in the backfield. Faked handoff, and Holland College wasn't buying it. Good tackle there from Josh Hartland. A loss of about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 for UNB. Rawlines from the shotgun. He's got Hayward out in the flat. And he looked to the referee right away for the call, and he got it. That's going to be a pass interference call against Holland College, likely Mathis Blay with that pass interference call. And that is pass interference play or penalty against Holland College, and an automatic first down for UNB. 2:17 left now in this first half of Atlantic Football League action. Jonah Rawlines over center. Hands off to Hayward. To his right. Gets through the Holland College line and fights his way out to the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to have a first down. And a good 10-yard run there from Hayward. First and 10, UNB from the 45. Rawlines from the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Hayward again, up the middle. And Hayward again makes a good run. Going to be about a yard short, of gain of 9 yards on that play. 2nd and 1 for UNB. Rawlines pulls up over center. And on a short yardage play, hands off to Hayward again. And he's met at the line, but it looks like he's got a gain of about 3 yards on that play. That'll be another UNB first down. .127 now left in the first half. First and 10 for UNB from the 53-yard line. Rawlines looks to his left. He was looking for Dom Hall on that play, covered by Parker Orr. Passes incomplete. 2nd and 10 UNB. .106 left to play in this first half. 9-4 UNB. And it's 2nd and 10 from the 53-yard line. Rawlines hands off to LaFleur. LaFleur to his right. Makes a good run. Probably gain of about 6 yards on that play. Tackled by Connor Winrow. 3rd and 4 for UNB. And I expect that they may try to convert with 53 seconds left on the clock. Rawlines stays in. And they're going to try to convert this 3rd down. Rawlines has LaFleur on the flat, and it bounces off his hands. And that'll be a turnover on downs after the incomplete pass. Holland College is going to take over at its own 49-yard line, 46-yard line. .37 seconds left to play here in the first half. Simon Hales sets up in the shotgun for Holland College. Pressure coming from the Reds, and they get to Hales. Sacked there by number 55, Sam Shepard. Loss of about 7 yards on that play. 2nd and 17. 2nd and 14 for Holland College. Hales really didn't have much time there and didn't have anywhere really to go. Shepard was on top of him right away. And a timeout here from Holland College. 33 seconds left in the first half. Okay, 2nd and 15 now for the Hurricanes from their 40-yard line. 33 seconds left in the first half. Hales drops back. Looking over the middle. And it's Fitzgerald. Great catch over the middle, and he's got room to run to the 30. And he's met at the 20-yard line by 3 UNB players. Dragged out of bounds, and a big gain there for Holland College. Big first down with just 19 seconds now left in the first half. Excellent play from Fitzgerald to make the catch and the run afterwards. .40 yards total on that play. It'll be 1st and 10 Holland College from the 15-yard line. And another timeout from Holland College. First and 10 Holland College from the 15-yard line, 19 seconds left on the clock. Hales looks to his left. Oh, he had a man, bounced off the hands of Mitch Spence. Couldn't pull it in. Pass is incomplete and 2nd down. Good opportunity here for Holland College to put some points on the board before halftime. Hales from the shotgun. Drops back and over to his left. He's looking deep into the end zone. And a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference call. Don't know if that ball was catchable. But the contact was early nonetheless. Referees are going to talk about this one. Looks like the UNB coach is trying to make the same argument that the pass was uncatchable, thereby negating the pass interference call. No indication of that yet from the refs. And Vince Sturgeon doesn't look too happy about it. The result of the play will be a 1st and inches at the UNB 1-yard line. But the UNB coaching staff is not happy about that call. And in a way, I can't blame them because it didn't look like that pass was catchable, despite the contact coming early. 1st and goal for the Hurricanes. And that's Ryan Clark over center for the Hurricanes. A direct snap to number 7, Connor Winrow. Throws it, and it's caught. Touchdown, Holland College. Wolf Sim. On a nifty play from the Hurricanes. They had a different player over center for quarterback. A direct snap to Connor Winrow. And he found Wolf Sim in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And a flag comes out. Might have been a little chirping between players there. We'll see what that penalty is about here in just a moment. And Hales is going to try the extra point. And the kick is good. With 9 seconds left in the first half, the score, Holland College 11, UNB 9. And Holland College was a beneficiary of a suspect penalty call there to get them the first down on the goal line. And they convert. Jace Taylor and Thomas Hoyt are deep for UNB on this kickoff. And the penalty that happened during the convert looks like it's being applied here. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded by Hoyt at the 20. Up the middle, and he's tackled. Gain of about 15 yards on that return. And it'll be, with 4 seconds left, it'll be first down UNB from their 40. And UNB takes a knee there, so with one half out of the way, the score, Holland College 11, UNB 9. And we'll be back after the halftime break.
This is just the beginning.
Welcome back, everyone, to UPEI Alumni Canada Games Place in McAdam Field here at the University of Prince Edward Island in Charlottetown for today's Atlantic Football League action between the Holland College Hurricanes and the UNB Reds. After one half of play, Holland College is in the lead 11-9 with UNB set to kick off the second half. This is the final regular season game for these two teams. UNB is playing for home field advantage in the final, while the Hurricanes, with their record of 1-4, are playing for pride here today. And the kick is away, another short kick. And Wolf Sim makes no mistake this time. Grabs it, takes it down, and the Hurricanes will take over at the 48-yard line. It's a flag on the play. Trying to determine the penalty here on that play. The penalty is against Holland College. And it looks like the kick is going to go again. A 5-yard penalty assessed on Holland College. So UNB will kick off from the 50. Fitzgerald and Orr back deep for the Hurricanes. Kick taken by Fitzgerald. He's got some blockers. And a return of about 20 yards on that play. Flag at the end and a good run by Fitzgerald. Another penalty. A penalty against Holland College on that play. And it will be 1st and 10 for Holland College at the 36-yard line. And we have a new quarterback for Holland College now. Ryan Clark has taken over for Simon Hales, who took over for Hunter Pruce in the first half. And the handoff to Dre Blair. He breaks to the outside. Gain of about 5 yards on the play, and a flag comes out at the end of the play. Gain of about 5 yards for Dre Blair. But it's a holding call against Holland College, and that'll negate the 5-yard gain and set up a 1st and 20 for the Hurricanes. Ryan Clark from the shotgun for the Hurricanes. Ethan Godino in the backfield. Clark finds a man. That's number 2. Brian Fitzgerald hit immediately by the Reds for no gain. 2nd and 20 now. Holland College. Ryan Clark from the shotgun for Holland College. Oh, and a big sack there. That's number 99, Antonio Peterson for UNB. And a big loss on the play. But we also have a flag on the play. It's a holding call against Holland College. And that's declined. 3rd down now for the Hurricanes, and they'll be forced to punt from this deep in their own territory. Matt LaFleur and Jace Taylor are deep for UNB to receive the kick. Simon Hales to kick it away for Holland College. Gets a good boot on it. 58-yard kick. Jace Taylor takes it. Flag comes out, and Taylor is tackled by the Hurricanes' number 20. Blocking in the back is the call against UNB. That'll take another 10 yards. And they'll start from their 35, 1st and 10, UNB. Raw lines from the shotgun. And Hayward in the backfield. And there is Hayward to the right. Big hole. He breaks through and tackled. Oh, they stripped the ball. The Hurricanes stripped it. Hayward had a good run going, but a great play there by Connor Winrow to strip the ball from him. And the Holland College Hurricanes take over at the 45-yard line. Hayward has been having a great game so far, and he had a good run there as well, but a great play by the defensive back Winrow to strip the ball. Ryan Clark from the shotgun for the Hurricanes. From the 45, pass out to the flat, caught by Magnus Lamb, and a good tackle made there by the UNB defender, Jaron Killam. Gain of about 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 now for the Hurricanes. 12:02 remaining in this third quarter. Ryan Clark drops back for the Hurricanes. Has to take it himself up the middle. He got a little bit of room to run. Slides, and he has more than enough for the first down. No flags, but we do have a Holland College player down. And that'll stop the clock. While the Holland College player gets checked out, that's number 75, Mitchell White. Once Mitchell White gets looked after, it'll be first down for Holland College from the UNB 35. And Mitchell White is getting helped off the field there. 11:28 remaining in the third quarter. Score is 11-9 for Holland College. And they have first and 10 from the UNB 35. We've seen three different quarterbacks here from Holland College. Ryan Clark, number 18, is the third. And he's operating from the shotgun. Hands off up the middle. That's Magnus Lamb. Gained about 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8 now for Holland College. Lamb in the backfield again. And Clark drops back. Looks over the middle. Intended for Wolf Sim, but it was over his head and incomplete. That's 3rd and 8 now for Holland College. And it doesn't look like they're going to go for it here, despite the favorable field position. And the kicker is out for Holland College. And it looks like he is going to try a field goal from 40 yards. Sebastian Brown is deep for UNB, and they get penetration on the line. And the field goal is blocked. UNB is going to take over, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line with a good defensive play there by number 52, Donnie Sharp, to block the field goal. First and 10 for UNB at their 40. And Jonah Rawline's squad takes over. He's going to be from the shotgun. Matt LaFleur is in the backfield. Rawlines hands off to LaFleur to the right side. Tackle made by Josh Hartland. Gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards on that play. 2nd down for the Reds. LaFleur again, this time to the left. And he's stopped again, gain of about 4 yards. He's going to be short of the first down. Tackle made there by Josh Hartland again. 3rd and 3 for the Reds. And they're going to keep plowing ahead. Not interested in kicking the ball away at midfield. Third and 3, UNB. LaFleur again, straight ahead, and he bowls over a Holland College player and gets enough for the first down. That was Owen McLeod on the tackle. He took a big hit from LaFleur, but he looks to be shaking it off. 1st and 10 for UNB from the 51. 8:19 remaining here in the third quarter. Rawlines from the shotgun. Pressure coming. LaFleur up the middle. Gain of about 7 on that play. Tackle made by Mathis Blay. 2nd and 3 now for the Hurricanes. Handoff now to Hayward. Hayward to the right. He's got lots of room to run. A good stiff arm. And another big hit he puts on a Holland College player. Hayward barrels ahead for a gain of about 28 yards on that play. And he knocked over a few Holland College players on his way. Big stiff arm and then a big hit on number 20 for the Hurricanes. Another impressive run by Cam Hayward there. He's having a big game so far today, despite losing the ball on a strip earlier in the third quarter. The injured Holland College player is making his way to the sideline. There was a flag down on that play. And it looks like the penalty is against UNB. Maybe that the penalty was assessed after the play. So it's 1st and 10 for UNB from the 45. Rawlines looks to his right. He's got a man wide open. And a touchdown for Nick Parker. He was wide open on the right side. Rawlines made no mistake. And he marched into the end zone virtually untouched for the UNB touchdown. Drew Duplessis out now to try the extra point for the Reds. And the extra point is good. With 7:17 remaining in this third quarter, the score, UNB 15, Holland College 11. We've got a football game now here in Charlottetown at UPEI Alumni Canada Games Place. 7:17 remaining in the third quarter. The score UNB 16, Holland College 11. Brian Fitzgerald and Parker Orr, along with Dre Blair, are deep to receive the kick for the Hurricanes. Drew Duplessis to kick it away for the Reds. Having a hard time getting the ball on the tee. Oh, and another short kick from UNB, handled well this time by number 27 for the Hurricanes, Logan Strobridge. He made no mistake there. And Holland College will take over at the 55. First down, Hurricanes. Ryan Clark from the shotgun. Tosses to his left to Ethan Gordino. Magnus Lamb, on that play. And he gets out to the 47-yard line. Gain of about 8 yards on that play. Be 2nd and 2 for Holland College. Second and 2 from the 47-yard line. Magnus Lamb in the backfield. Clark over the middle. Short pass. Caught. And a likely first down there for Holland College. Pass was caught by Wolf Sim. Gain of about 3 yards, 4 yards on that play. And it's good enough for the first down. Clark has to take that himself after the high snap. And he's chased down from behind and tackled by number 52, Donnie Sharp, for the Reds. It's a big loss there for the Hurricanes. It'll bring up 2nd and 16 after the sack. And the high snap, Clark looked like he was going to try to hand that off, but the high snap prevented that, and he had to take the ball himself, and he was chased down. Lost 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 16 now for Holland College. And that play is blown dead. Flags down. Looks like it'll be an offside or a false start penalty against Holland College. They'll lose another 5 yards there. And now bring up 2nd and 21 now for the Hurricanes. Ryan Clark from the shotgun. At the UMB 54-yard line, Clark drops back. It's to his right, and he's picked off. Jaron Killam gets that one. And he's tackled by Wolf Sim. And there are flags on the play. Still trying to figure out exactly what the call is here and what the situation is going to end up being after the UNB interception. Certainly taking a long time to discuss this one. .423 left to play here in the third quarter. Score is 16-11 for UNB over Holland College. This is the last regular season game for these teams. And while we're on a break here, we'll take a moment to thank our game day sponsors, keepitsocial.ca, the dairy farmers of Prince Edward Island, Press for Time and Abigail Screen Printing, Lone Oak Brewing Company and Little Caesars, Ladner's Source for Sports, Cox and Palmer, East Coast Cresting, PEI Mutual, Bulletproof, Matrix Fitness, and Hurricanes Physiotherapy. And we've got it all figured out. It looks as if the interception was negated by a UNB penalty. And at the end of the day, it's a first down for Holland College at the 45-yard line. And I wish I could help you figure out what happened there, but I'm not quite sure. But no matter, the result, 1st and 10, Holland College from the 45. Clark from the shotgun. Hand off to Magnus Lamb to his left, runs into his own player, and tackled by 3 UNB Reds for a loss of 4 yards, 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 15 now for Holland College. Clark looks to his left and connects with Aaron McCardle. He's tackled immediately. Gain of about 4 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd and 10, Holland College. And out comes the punt unit. Clark from the shotgun. And the kick is away. Takes a favorable bounce. And trying to escape is number 21, Jace Taylor, but he's taken down in the end zone. And that's a single point for Holland College. So with 2:34 remaining in the third quarter, the score, UNB 16, Holland College 12. And out comes the UNB offense. Matt LaFleur is the lone back. Rawlines hands it off. And LaFleur is tackled right away by the Hurricanes' Dawson McDonald. Loss of, well, really no gain on that play. 2nd and 10 now for UNB. Rawlines from the shotgun. Dodges one would-be tackler from Holland College and breaks up the middle, but there's a fumble. And they're fighting for it in the pile. We'll see which way it's going to go. And the fumble is recovered by Holland College, and they'll take over on the 45-yard line. Rawlines had a little bit of space to run there. And on first contact, the ball got away from him and was recovered by the Hurricanes. So that's 1st and 10 now for the Hurricanes from the UNB 45-yard line with 1:40 remaining now in the third quarter. Ryan Clark over center. And the pass is deflected. Was intended for Magnus Lamb. 2nd and 10, Holland College. Little dump pass there from Ryan Clark. And a good run up the middle. That's Magnus Lamb. He's going to be very close to a first down. Third and about a foot left now for the Hurricanes. Likely that they'll go for it here in UNB territory. 50 seconds left in the third quarter, and it looks like they're bringing out the field goal unit. No. The field goal kicker is on the field, but they're not going to attempt the field goal. They're going to go for it here on third down. And whistles everywhere. And we'll see what the call is on this play. Illegal procedure by Holland College. That'll bring them back 5 yards, and that might change the game plan here on third down. Looks like this time they're going to try the field goal. Now, their last field goal was blocked by UNB. And we've got a 40-yard attempt coming here from Simon Hales. 45-yard attempt, pardon me, from Simon Hales. And a timeout is called by Holland College with 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. The score, UNB 16, Holland College 12. And a 46-yard attempt here coming from Simon Hales for the Hurricanes. And it's short and right. And a knee taken. And some flags come out. And the penalty was a objectionable conduct call against Holland College.
I like it the other way, but I think Seymour could just want.
It'll be 1st and 10 for UNB from the 30. Raw lines with a handoff to Hayward up the right side. He's got a gap, and he breaks away from the Holland College defense. There's a flag down, and he's finally tackled and taken down by Parker Orr at the 35-yard line, the Holland College 35-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. Another big run there by Cam Hayward, the running back for UNB. And it looks like that one's going to come back. Another unfortunate penalty there for the Reds. Likely holding call. 1st and 20 now for the Reds from their 20-yard line. And that's LaFleur with the run. Number 88, LaFleur with the run. And that'll bring to a close the third quarter. So with 1 quarter left to play, the score, UNB Reds 16, Holland College 12. Second and 13 now for UNB. Rawlines looks over the middle, and a catch made there by Nick Parker. Big gain for UNB, and that'll be a first down, bringing them to the Holland College 54-yard line. But there's another flag on the play. And another costly penalty for UNB. First down UNB from their 45 now. The handoff to LaFleur. He's got a big hole. And he gets about 7 yards on that play. He's 2nd and 3 now for the Reds. The handoff again to LaFleur. Moves around the right side, tackled, and it's good for a first down. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. And LaFleur takes a knee on that play. And LaFleur makes his way to the sidelines. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Holland College 47-yard line. And the Reds are looking to extend their lead here this afternoon. 13:50 left in the ball game. Rawlines looks to his left. He's going deep. Oh, intended for Dom Hall. But the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10, UNB. Rawlines again. Intended for number 5, Thomas Hoyt. But the pass is overthrown and incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down. And that'll bring out the punt unit for UNB. And the kick is away. Fitzgerald receives it for Holland College, and he's tackled quickly by number 32 for UNB. That's Cole Schneider. And UNB will have 1st and 10 on its own 22. Hunter Pruce back at quarterback for Holland College. Hands off to Dre Blair to the left side. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8, Holland College. Pruce over the middle, connects with Wolf Sim for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and 6 now for Holland College, and that'll likely bring out the punt unit. .11:42 left here in this fourth quarter. Score 16-12 UNB. And Holland College is in a punt situation. Simon Hales back to punt for Holland College. Matt LaFleur is deep for UNB. Oh, and that was shanked. Bit of a shank kick there from Hales. Goes out of bounds at the Holland College 35-yard line. First and 10 for UNB at the Holland College 34. .11 minutes left in the ball game. Rawlines looking deep. He's got a man open, but he's overthrown. Pass intended for Thomas Hoyt. 2nd down now for UNB. And Rawlines was just a little bit long on that pass. Looked like Hoyt had a bit of room on the defender, Parker Orr. 2nd and 10 now for UNB. Hand off to Hayward. And Hayward has some room to run. Good tackle, good low tackle made there by number 5, Josh Kelso. Gain for Hayward of about 7 yards on the play. 3rd and 2 now for the UNB Reds. And they're going to go for it here. The handoff to Hayward, straight ahead, and he's got the first down and more. Taken down by number 5, Josh Kelso, with another tackle. But they couldn't get Hayward in time, and it's a first down with a flag at the end of the play. Looks like a face mask call against Holland College, which is going to put UNB in great position to put more points on the board. Half the distance. And it puts UNB on the Holland College 4-yard line. And they have their big package in. UNB has short yardage situation. Raw lines over center. The handoff to Hayward. And he gets there. Touchdown, UNB. That certainly makes up for the strip ball earlier in the game from Hayward as he gets a touchdown for the Reds. And they'll come on to try the extra point. And that's Drew Duplessis out for UNB to try this extra point. And the extra point is good. So with 9:51 left in the ball game, the score, UNB 23, Holland College 12.
Ask him if he likes that post over the digs. Yeah. Post over the digs. That's Wilmington, right? Yeah. I didn't think of two better concepts for cover two.
And Duplessis gets a kick away. Fitzgerald picks it up for Holland College. And he's tackled at a gain of about 12 yards on the play. And Holland College will have 1st and 10 on their 25. First and 10 for the Hurricanes from their 24-yard line.
Love the O-line.
Hunter Pruce from the shotgun. And he's looking deep. His receiver slipped, and the pass is overthrown, intended for Brian Fitzgerald. 2nd down, Holland College. Fitzgerald in motion. Pruce steps back. Over the middle. Almost intercepted by number 7 for the Reds, Ethan Bragdon. Pass was intended for Wolf Sim, incomplete. And the Hurricanes were fortunate to get away with just an incomplete pass there. And they'll send out the punt unit. .903 left to play in the ball game. Score UNB 23, Holland College 12. Matt LaFleur is deep for the Reds. And he picks it up at the 53. and is immediately tackled by the Hurricanes. Looks like a no yardage penalty at the end of that play. And UNB will take over.
Just keep on running until we get a second and short.
And Holland or UNB will take over at the Holland College 40-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:40 left in the ball game. The handoff to LaFleur up the middle. He charges through and is met by about 4 Hurricanes. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 UNB. Raw lines, setting up in the shotgun. Another handoff to LaFleur. Breaks around the right side, gets tripped up, but plenty for the first down. Be 1st and 10 UNB from the Hurricanes' 25-yard line. And UNB is going into running mode to eat the clock here. And it's LaFleur again to the right side. Breaks a couple of tackles. And is finally brought down. Gain of 4 or 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5 UNB. Hayward now in the backfield for the Reds. Rawline steps back, looking for Thomas Hoyt. Pass is long. And incomplete. 3rd down, UNB. And they're going to go for it here. Offside, looks like an offside call there. Hayward gets a handoff, and he's got enough for the first down, pending the call from the referees. And that's an offside on Holland College. That penalty will be declined by UNB. 1st and 10 UNB from the 11. Hayward in the backfield. And he gets it right up the middle. Swarmed by the Holland College defense. Forward progress is stopped there. Gain of about 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 3 now for the Reds. Raw lines from the shotgun. Hands off to Hayward again. Straight ahead. And it's hard to tell from here. He's going to be close. Third and 1 on the Holland College 1. And UNB sends out the short yardage team with Hayward in the backfield And a big set up front. Handed off to Hayward. Straight ahead. Touchdown, UNB. That's his second touchdown on the day. Big game for Cam Hayward today.
I think we're good. I'm used to watching come in.
And the extra point is good, so with 5:26 remaining in the ball game, UNB has a commanding lead now, 30-12, over the Holland College Hurricanes. Fitzgerald, Orr, and Dre Blair are deep for the Hurricanes. Punt coming from UNB's Drew Duplessis. Parker Orr takes it. Flag down on the play. Gets out to about the 37-yard line before he's taken down by the kick team. First and 10 now for Holland College. And Holland College is going to have first and 10 from their 22-yard line. .5:17 remaining in the contest. Hunter Pruce drops to the shotgun. Goes deep. Oh, and is almost intercepted again by number 7, Ethan Bragdon. That pass was intended. For Kyle Cameron. Second and 10 now, Holland College. Pass intended there for another pass intended there for Kyle Cameron. Incomplete. And that'll bring out the punt unit for the Hurricanes. Matt LaFleur is deep for UNB to receive the kick. Almost faked the kick there, but decided the better. Kicked it away. Ball is rolling back toward Hurricane territory, and it's jumped on by UNB. Flags on the play. Handoff to number 23. That's Max Evans for UNB. Run of about 3 yards on that play. Second and 5 now for the Reds. Handoff again to Max Evans, straight ahead for a gain of about 6 yards, and that'll be a UNB first down. Very close to a first down. 3rd and a foot. 3:12 remaining in the game. Score UNB 30, Holland College 12. And it's 3rd and 1. Max Evans straight ahead again, and he's got lots of room for the first down on that running play to the left. And it's Evans again with a carry. Flag on the play. He runs to the outside for a gain of about 12 yards. And we got Grayson Rudders in at quarterback now for the Reds. And it looks like that penalty is going to go against UNB. Likely a hold on that play. 1st and 20 now for the Reds. 2:40 remaining in the contest. Rudders over the middle. Lets it go, and it's intercepted by Holland College. That's Connor Winrow with the interception. So with 2:20 left to play, 2:21 left to play, Holland College takes over. Down 18 points. And they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. And we are officially in garbage time here in Charlottetown. Hunter Pruce in the shotgun for the Hurricanes. And he's going deep. He's got a great catch made there by Magnus Lamb. Landed hard after making the catch, but a beauty. It'll be first down Holland College, no flags. And a nice pass there from Hunter Pruce. And an injury timeout on the field. And Lamb able to get up under his own power. Pruce looking to his left, over the middle, and he hit the referee with the ball. The referee couldn't get out of the way there. Intended receiver was Mitch Spence. Second down, Holland College with 1:56 remaining in the game. Holland College Hurricanes would once again like to thank their game day sponsors here, keepitsocial.ca, Dairy Farmers of Prince Edward Island, Press for Time, and Abagut Screen Printing, Little Caesars, Lone Oak Brewing Company, Ladner's Source for Sports, Cox and Palmer, East Coast Cresting, PEI Mutual, Bulletproof, Matrix Fitness, and Hurricanes Physiotherapy, and a nice pass and catch there. 30 yards, catch made by Mitch Spence, and that'll be a first down for Holland College in UMB territory. Pruce to his right and connects with Brian Fitzgerald for another Hurricane first down. 1:44 left in the ball game. Hurricanes in tough, down by 18 points here. Not enough on the time on the clock to do it. First down, Holland College. From the UNB 13. Pruce with a handoff to Spence. And Spence going back to Pruce. And he catches it for a Hurricanes touchdown. Bit of a flea flicker play there from Holland College. And a flag comes out at the end of the play. Might be for a bit too excessive celebration. We'll see. But with a minute 21 left on the clock, the score is UNB 30, UPEI 18. And that is a conduct penalty against Holland College, which will be enforced on the kickoff. And they're out now. They are going to go for two. Dre Blair in the backfield for Holland College. And play action. It's good for 2 points. That's Brian Fitzgerald with the catch and the 2-point convert. So with a minute 21 left to play, it's a 2-score ball game. Probably looking at an onside kick here from Holland College. But time is not on their side. So with a minute 17 left in the ball game, the score UNB 30, Holland College 20, and UNB has first down on the Holland College 47-yard line. The handoff to Max Evans. He fumbles, and Holland College gets it back. And that's number 24, Hunter Lanigan, that picks up the fumble. And a big penalty on the end of that play as well. So we'll see what the referees decide here. But it looks very much like a Holland College first down with a minute 9 left in the game. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Holland College at their own 50. A minute 9 remaining in the game. Hurricanes are down by 10. They need 2 scores to win it. So a quick TD, an onside kick, and either a touchdown or a field goal. Bruce looking deep. He's got a man open. It's caught by Kyler Purcell. A good play there. And a first down for Holland College. First down Hurricanes from the 33-yard line. Hunter Pruce from the shotgun. Looks over the middle, complete to Wolf Sim. And that's going to be very close to another Holland College first down. 46 seconds left on the clock. Hunter Pruce looks to his left. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Kyle Cameron. Be a second down for Holland College. 39 seconds left in the game. Pruce connects. Oh, very, very close to a touchdown, but he's just a yard short. It's a good catch there by Aaron McCardle. Holland College has a chance to score with 34 seconds left on the clock. First and goal. High snap, handed off to Lamb. Oh, and a good hit there from the Holland College defender. He's short of the touchdown. Second and goal now, Holland College. .26 seconds left, and a Holland College timeout. Second and goal, Holland College. And the handoff to Magnus Lem. Faked the handoff. And reached in for the touchdown. That's Wolf Sim. Touchdown, Holland College. And they'll likely go for 2 here, because if they go for 2 and then they have a successful onside kick, they could win the game with a field goal. Things just got interesting here in Charlottetown. Time has not been on Holland College's side, but they've clawed their way back into this game, and they're going for 2 here with 22 seconds left. And that's batted away. So now, with 22 seconds on the clock, Holland College needs a successful onside kick here to have a chance to win this ball game. UNB will have all their best hands out here to take this kick. Here it is. There's the kick. It's up. And it's recovered by UNB. And that effectively ends the ball game here with that successful catch on the onside kick. And UNB will only need to take a knee here to secure the ball game. And UNB will very likely just run out the clock here. And that will pretty well end the ball game. So on behalf of everyone here, the Holland College organization, thank you so much for your support this season. And we look forward to seeing you next year. Thanks once again to all our game day sponsors, KeepItSocial.ca, the Dairy Farmers of Prince Edward Island, Press for Time and Abergood Screen Printing, Little Caesars, Lone Oak Brewing Company, Ladner's Source for Sports, Cox & Palmer, East Coast Cresting, PI Mutual Insurance, Bulletproof, Matrix Fitness, and Hurricane Physiotherapy. On behalf of everyone here with the Holland College Hurricanes organization, thank you so much. My name's Andrew Sprague. Thanks for joining us here today, and we'll see you in the 2024 Holland College Hurricane season.